Are you actually taking a shit now?
I have to shit.
Alright, let's just start it. So we'll come in.
So, welcome to Game Winning Turnover.
God, this man does not stop.
I didn't even start the audio. But should we start it?
Yeah, start the damn audio.
Alright.
Here, I can move this over a little bit.
No, we're good.
And just playing space.
Alright, welcome to Game Winning Turnover. I am 1/3 of your current host. The fourth host is in the bathroom.
As always, per usual.
I'm John. You can, yeah.
Connor.
And that's
Aiden.
And then Big Ange is in the bathroom.
Happy Game of Thrones weekend.
Yes. Oh wait, guys, just keep going. I gotta do something.
Yeah. So today we got a special edition. We're before the NBA playoffs, so we're going to be taking each matchup, breaking down each matchup into individual segments. Then we're going to be talking about we're going to talk about the prospects coming in this year in the draft, who we see being good, who is not, who's a steal, who's a bust. Then we will do a fun little segment. We'll reveal it at the end, so we will not.
Hook 'em horns, baby! Hook 'em horns! I took my talents to Austin, Texas.
Oh yeah.
I'm now a University of Texas Longhorns fan, the home of Kevin Durant, DJ Augustine, Vince Young, Ricky Williams,
Shaka Smart.
and the NIT champions.
Love it. You probably, by the time this podcast, you'll probably get a notification from ESPN that he is now a Texas fan.
Yes.
Shout out, John.
He was a former Boston College fan,
but
came disgruntled, and now he's
just never won anything.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a lot of Texas apparel when I was younger because I liked the color. So, I'm back.
That's good.
Back
I
in the
like
Big 12.
I like Texas. That's good. That is nice.
All right.
We ready to start breaking down these playoff matchups here today?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let's start with. You want to start with the easy ones, or do you want to start with the most intriguing?
We'll start with easy, then we'll
All
go
right.
hard.
Let's start with the easy. Bucks, Hornets, Pistons. Anybody got anything to say about that?
Bucks and 4.
Bucks and 4. I got Bucks and 4. Maybe
I'm
5.
I'm
Blake
gonna
Griffin
take Bucks and 5. This is the NBA.
Blake Griffin maybe drops 30 and 10
Yeah,
one
but the
game.
Bucks
And
are-
Giannis just has a horrendous shooting night, which
Yeah, I'm
never
confident
happens.
in Bucks and 5.
Yeah, the Bucks are a great team.
But yeah,
Very well rounded.
yeah. I
They
don't
have,
see
5 players?
5 players. Those are in the plus minus. A lot of teams that I checked over the past decade, the good ones like your Miami Heat and the Spurs have had 4, but this Milwaukee Bucks team is 5 people in the top 15 in the NBA in plus minus, which is absolutely unbelievable. And Giannis is obviously first in win shares, which is also very, very good. Bucks and 4, Bucks and 5, something like that.
Yeah, I don't think the Pistons have a chance.
Yeah. Warriors Clippers go out west.
I think the Clippers steal 1.
I think the Clippers could win
The
one.
Warriors win in 5.
Yeah, Warriors and 5.
Yeah, I think the Clippers could steal one. That could be an interesting one. I feel like the 1-8 matchup's just like.
Yeah.
I think with that game, the Warriors are probably going to try and feature DeMarcus Cousins a lot, see what they can get out of him. If he's going to work for when the going gets tough. So that's going to actually be an interesting series to watch because they're going to be probably messing around with the rotations. They're probably going to see if, at least early on, they're going to go with the Hampton 5 to close games, or see if maybe they can do it with DeMarcus Cousins. So that's going to be a good series.
I do really like the Clippers. The Clippers got a nice little core.
They're a fun team to root for. Just because, like, they have no one on the, they have guys on the team. They're full of, like you always say, they're a team full of slightly above average players.
Yes, slightly above that. Like Gallinari's legit and Pat Beverly's legit on the ball defender, but I mean he's not going to completely stop Curry.
Gallinari and Lou Williams are professional scorers, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Lou will. Yeah.
Lou will can score at will.
Yeah. Wow. Lou will could score at will. I'll take that over. All the West matchups are good. Let's just cover the East.
Just gonna go through the East?
Just cover the East first.
All right.
Raptors and Magic. Now, it's a little interesting because the Magic I was telling you earlier today, for the last month and a half of the season, were a top 3 defense in the half court. And they Jonathan Isaac and DJ Augustine have been playing very well as of lately, also rising up in the top 20 in the plus minus the past couple of last month and a half of the season. So they're kind of hot, if you would say, but healthy Kawhi, I don't see any issues here.
Yeah, you're not beating the Raptors.
I don't see any issues here. Healthy Kawhi.
I'll take Raptors in 5.
Yeah, I'll take Raptors in 5. Maybe, yeah, 5.
Definitely 5.
I think a lot of these matchups I'm going to take in 5, but
Yeah.
I would take Raptors in 5.
This isn't even we'll save the most intriguing East Eastern Conference matchup for last. Let's go Celtics-Pacers. Not gonna lie, not even biased. I got Celtics in 5.
I would have Celtics in 5.
I'm gonna say Celtics in 6.
So that, and I would be that would
Yeah.
work too. I wouldn't disagree with that either.
This is
but,
gonna be
like, here's how I think it's gonna go. I think the Celtics will win like the first 2 at home. Then if they do, they'll lose that third game, and then they'll win the next 2 and win it out in Boston.
I mean, I know I said this in a previous podcast. This is going to be really interesting for the Celtics because I think you're going to know, like, this series. Like, in the regular season, I feel like nobody really knew their roles or applying for possible contracts, like Rozier and Brown, guys that weren't in ideal situations that, have more talent than the minutes being given. I think, like, once the playoffs start, you're really going to see if these dudes, like, buy into their roles and just, like, go for winning it all in the playoffs. And you're going to know immediately.
I don't know if you know against the Pacers. I think they're the weakest team in the Eastern Conference right now.
Oh, yeah,
they're
for sure.
trending in the wrong direction. Celtics are trending in the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
And if the NCAA tournament has taught us nothing, hot teams stay hot and
That's true.
cold teams stay cold. So it's, Celtics are Gordon Hayward's playing well.
It's a Kings coach.
And, so that one. Celtics in 5, Celtics in 6. Take Boston. The Sixers and the Brooklyn Nets.
You
Almost
said
said
New
New Jersey
Jersey.
Nets.
Throwback.
The
Redemption
Brooklyn
Center.
Nets, listen, the Nets are legit. The Sixers are not very good. Let's be honest. They're 5.
They're pretty good.
Their starting 5 is good.
Guys, I might be throwing an upset for this one.
I'm going Nets in 7.
I'm gonna say Nets in 6.
And 6. Man,
Nets
Brett,
in
come on over.
6.
Brett Brown is fired.
Brett Brown is terrible coach.
If-
Oh, here
if
comes Angelo.
If it's
Nets in
Nets,
7. Welcome to the podcast,
If it's-
man.
Are we all agreeing on the Nets?
Yeah, dude.
They
Wow.
lose to the Nets.
Wow.
First
Sorry,
round.
John, our only listener is a
Brown.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, now we lost our only listener. Actually, I think Philly in 6, since our only listener likes the
I'm gonna
Sixers.
say Nets in 7.
Yeah, I'll say Nets in 6. Oh, that's my bold take for the
I would say Nets
playoffs.
in 7.
That's my bold take for the playoffs.
I think Jared Allen is a game winner.
That's a hot take.
Probably not.
He's
probably
catch the
did.
ball at the end of the game.
Or Spencer did when he's really clutch. So probably did.
They're
later.
sharp enough to Allen for the last shot.
That covers the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference is very easy because, the good teams in the East are good and the other teams are not good. We move out west. Probably we cover the Warriors. The most intriguing matchup in this round is either Portland and the Thunder or the Rockets and the Jazz. I mean,
Nuggets and Spurs is pretty interesting too.
yeah, but that series. I mean, all 3 of those series are interesting. That's why we saved the West for last. See what I did?
Last out of 2.
The West.
The West for last.
Let's start with the 4-5. Let's start with the Rockets and the Jazz. This is interesting because the Rockets could have easily been the 2 seed, and James Harden had the chance to put out the Thunder, but misses that straightaway top of the key 3, in which he hits many times over. And
What is happening today? We change the seats and just all hell breaks loose.
yeah, this is.
Damn. All right, so Rockets, Jazz.
I'm still gonna take the Rockets and probably 5. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I'm gonna take the Rockets in 5.
Yeah, I'll take the Rockets. I think Jazz were much more impressive last year.
Yeah.
I'll take the Rockets in 5.
This is same matchup from last year, right? It was Rockets Jazz.
Because Rudy Gobert, the only problem is Rudy Gobert is such a good defender, but you have to take.
Fuck, you can't do that between takes.
What? All right.
So loud.
What about Rudy Gobert?
I feel like Rudy Gobert, if you take Rudy Gobert away from the basket, which you have to do because, Harden's going to call out that high pick and roll like 3 feet behind the 3-point line. So you have to bring Gobert out. When you open up the lane like that, Harden's just going to.
Yeah, I mean, I think barring any type of injury to Chris Paul, I think they should beat the Jazz again.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jazz, it's a little bit off topic. I think the Jazz this season, off-season, could be a big name for a potential free agent. Like, if they got Kemba.
We're talking playoffs. Come on now.
Talking about playoffs.
Yeah, I'm just saying in the future. 'Cause
Playoffs?
I like that.
we're saying they're probably not going to be the Rockets this year, but next year they could be like a serious team.
I'll go Rockets in 6. I'll give them 2 games.
Okay. All right.
Just because it's hard to win there.
It is hard to win in
Yeah.
Utah.
It is.
It's hard to win anywhere, actually.
And I think Gobert and Mitchell do just enough to win 2.
And Joe Ingles is an excellent on-the-ball defender, but I don't think he can, really hang with Harden.
Jay Crowder's got pointers from Pat Beverly,
And
so
Crowder,
maybe he knows.
It's close. Ingles is probably a little bit better than Crowder on the ball. Crowder's a better overall defender, but on the ball
They could shut
purposes,
down Gordon.
Ingles is. But it's good series. It's all these series are good. Trailblazers and Thunder.
Thunder and 5.
Wow.
Thunder and 6.
I'm gonna say I'll go. I would pick. For the record, I would definitely pick the Blazers if they had Nurkic, but Enes Kanter is so horrendously bad on defense that it's just not going to be. It's not going to be good when they bring him out on Paul George ball screens, and Steven Adams and Paul George are just going to pick and roll for the whole game, and it's going to be really bad. I'll take Thunder in 6.
Yeah, I mean, even if the Trailblazers had Nurkic, after from what I saw last year, where they had to go up against big athletic guards and Rondo and Drew Holiday, I'm not as high on Dame and CJ playing at the same time in the playoffs. Just think they're too small of a duo. Just how I feel about it. But even and especially without Nurkic, I'm gonna say Thunder in 6. I'll give them 2 games, but Thunder in 6.
Yeah, Thunder in 6. They had the way Paul George and Westbrook have been playing together this year is way better than last year. Westbrook actually stepped down as the primary scorer in Paul George.
And you could tell it in that last game they played against
Yeah.
when Paul George hit that three. Westbrook, when he had the ball at half court, I was like, oh, shit, he's going to shoot a three. He's going to shoot a ridiculous three. And then he passed it to Paul George, and I was like, oh.
The Thunder
He
are
definitely grew as a player.
Thunder are a serious dark horse team too, because at one point in the season, man, they were rolling.
That whole lineup, that their starting five is the best plus minus in the
Because
league.
you think about it, they got
All year,
They got two superstars and a bunch of dudes that can defend. I mean, you could play against
That
anybody.
is facts. That is very true. They play tough, in-your-face defense. They get up on you, and they're, you know,
They can make the conference finals.
Oh, they absolutely.
Actually, I picked them to win the conference a couple podcasts ago. So
Yes, you
He did.
I guess I'll stick with it.
That's still high. I like that take. I like the take. Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets and the San Antonio Spurs. Nikola Jokic, in my opinion, should be first team All-NBA. The Denver Nuggets are good defensively as a team, but they're very good at home. Here's a fun little stat for you on this series. Denver's weak spots are corner threes and at the elbow jump shots. That's where the San Antonio Spurs are most efficient. They hit more corner threes than any team in the NBA, and LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan hit elbow jumpers like you wouldn't believe it. So it's kind of not in the favor of the Nuggets in the way they play defense, but the Nuggets have home court. What you guys think?
I'm going to pick the Spurs in 7. I think we're going to see an upset. It might be the only upset of the first round, but I think we're going to see that. I mean, we think the Nets are going to upset them too. I'm talking like West side.
Oh, yeah.
I think the Spurs will win in 7. I think they have pop, they have experience with DeMar and Aldridge, and I think the Nuggets are just a little young. I think we could see an upset.
Yeah, I was actually thinking Spurs in 7 as well. Because I think the inexperience of the Nuggets and Mike Malone as a coach is probably going to be their downfall. And you have Greg Popovich, in my humble opinion, the best coach of all time. So,
And they just have to win one in Denver, really.
yeah, they just got to steal one in Denver, and they'll be
Steal one.
good. But Denver, they lost only 7 games at home all season. So,
I'm going Denver in 6.
all right.
Going Denver in 6.
So in my opinion, DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge haven't shown me much in their careers in the playoffs. They've had tough matchups. DeMar, he can't get over the LeBron hump, and LaMarcus Aldridge obviously hasn't been the player he has been since coming from Portland. I think it's going to be a good series. I would have loved to see what would have happened if DeJounte Murray didn't get hurt. I think that would have made it really interesting.
Derek White's done a nice job, though.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
He's the one who gets a lot of credit.
I'm gonna say Nuggets in 6. I like the Nuggets.
Okay, so we're split here.
We're split on this matchup. I like that.
What have the Nuggets shown you in the playoffs, though?
Oh no, they're untested though. It's a difference. Like DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge are really good players, but they have been slightly worse versions of themselves in the playoffs. And the Nuggets, none of them, I don't know, have any of them been in the playoffs.
Yeah,
The only problem is with. Oh, sorry. No, go
No,
ahead.
go
No, please go.
the problem with the Nuggets is not a problem, but they are young, and young players, if they start slowing down and they're not producing well, they can get in their own heads.
Yeah.
So I think that way the experience can get those right there.
Yeah, I think you can look at this 2 ways. One, you can look at the Nuggets saying, we're the 2 seed. We can just roll into the second round when they have to go through Pop and DeMar and LaMarcus, who've had great careers. But the only problem is, Aldridge is so damn good, but the Nuggets have 3 body. Aldridge usually has the same guy going at him all night, and he just, learns that guy's habits. But he's got 3 guys he's got to go up against. He's got Jokic he's got to go up against, Plumlee, and Paul Millsap. And Mike Malone's going to throw all 3 of those guys on him, different possessions, switching and stuff. So I think if he sees all those different defenders, different styles, that could mess him up a little. Or him and DeMar could just absolutely dominate the pick and roll. You never know.
That's true.
But
So
I don't know.
He could be the catalyst for the series. If he has a good series, they could win.
Who?
Aldridge.
Oh, Aldridge.
Oh, well, of course, yeah.
If he learns to adjust to the 3 defenders, then he could have his way. But if not,
yeah.
It's interesting you said they were so good at shooting threes. It's a weird stat too, because when you think about it, DeRozan and Aldridge aren't 3-point shooters.
They're not.
At all.
No, they're not.
So
But everyone else on the team is.
got 10 other guys.
Yeah.
Aldridge shoots threes, though. Aldridge can shoot threes.
Oh, he's gotten better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know DeRozan shoots more now too, but
Yeah.
they're really both their bread and butter is
Yeah,
mid-range shots.
mid-range. That's what they do. But Yeah, I didn't know that. The Spurs are number one corner threes. You would think the Rockets. You would when
Yeah.
I heard that. I
Well,
would
they
call
said-
the
Well,
Rockets.
it's usually just James Harden in the top of the key. Like.
PJ Tucker takes and misses the most.
Oh yeah,
in the
dude.
corner.
PJ Tucker.
So, you know,
At one point, he led the league
He's a
in
bad man.
corner threes made.
Yeah, and then
And then he just stopped making them.
Yeah.
He's a scary looking man too.
Yeah.
though. I don't
PJ
know.
Tucker.
yeah. So I like all the West is especially intriguing. I'm excited for the West matchups. The East not so much. I'm excited to watch the Celtics, but the second round is where
I'm excited to watch the Nets.
that's the Nets and the Sixers is gonna be fun all the way through.
Yeah,
But
feeling about that. That's
gotta love that D'Angelo Russell and
They're showing.
yeah.
Cal
Embiid, Ben Simmons is such a loser. I just
Yeah,
can't
he's
see
not
him.
there anymore. It's Sean Marks now.
Oh, he sold the team.
Man,
No,
that's
they
that
fucking
game
yeah.
winning
That guy stepped down, dude.
Mikel
Wah,
Rocco.
wah,
Yeah, dude, it's
wah.
been Sean Marks for the past like 3 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why the team. That's why the team can fucking turn it around.
No, we said that. I
It's a
didn't
game winning
hear you
turnover.
say it.
What's the punishment? What's the punishment? What's the punishment? It's talk with an accent until the next segment.
Wait, hold on.
He's the worst. He was so
I'm
bad.
thinking, what do you mean he stepped down? He bought the team.
Sean Marks owns the team now.
He so he bought the team from Groff because you said step down. So I'm confused.
He
Well, you
needed to
said
step
Mikhail
down. He was so
Prokhorov.
damn
It's kind of
bad.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Stepping away, stepping in.
Well, what was the
Stepping down,
you
step down,
sell the
step
team
down. Oh, man.
or you
It's basically the same thing.
you own the team?
Don't stick up for yourself.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
made a
You said
huge
Mikhail
turnover.
Prokhorov to still own the Nets.
Remember when he made his GM give away four first round picks?
It's freaking Sean Marks now. Come on now.
Even I knew that one.
Mikhail Prokhorov, yeah, that guy's still in the league.
Real quick before we move on to our next segment, do you guys want to do like a bold take for the playoffs, real quick? Just thought of
I
this.
never thought of one. But if you
Take a bold take.
thought,
I just
you
thought
can
of this
say it.
this little say. I don't know. I just thought.
All right.
Does anybody has one? They were just.
Do you
thinking.
have one?
Not in this moment. I was just saying if anybody.
Why'd you
had
bring it
one.
up?
I'm just.
Might
just
have
thought it was
to
a
edit that
good
one
idea.
out.
Yeah, I got a bold take for the playoffs. The Nets are going to beat the Sixers.
In game one.
No, they're winning the series. They're winning
Yeah.
the series.
I'm actually gonna call the score from game one.
Let's edit that out because we want the viewers to think we actually predicted the net.
No, we should do that.
We were planning on doing
That's
that.
1:30.
We actually post this after game 3 anyway. Yeah, we're doing game 1.
Moving on to the NBA draft we got coming up June 21st.
Is it June 21th again this
Oh,
year?
man,
Oh, you didn't say
It doesn't
it.
get
Jonathan Giovanni last
Okay.
year said June 21th and just kept going.
Yeah, that was great.
Didn't correct himself.
According to NBADraft.net, my favorite mock draft, they got the top 5: Williamson, Morant, Barrett, Hachimura, Kobe White. Are you guys liking this draft?
Oh, Atlanta's got back-to-back first-round picks?
Yeah, so Atlanta's
5 and
got.
7.
You can't mess that up.
Oh, Kobe White and Jarrett Culver? They get those two? With the
Uh,
young core they have?
Yeah, that's good.
And you know what's funny? Usually centers from Texas are like really good. I'm not really high on Jackson Hayes.
I'm not either, but I mean, there's a first-rounder that's a center from Texas every year. Bamba, Allen.
He'll probably be a good
Jackson
shot
Hayes.
blocker.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
we got the Nets
That
taken.
was good. Nets,
Romeo
where the
Langford?
Nets at? Romeo Langford,
Mm.
point guard at Indiana. He's a point guard. They almost
Don't-
said
I'm not crazy
Don't
about
love
it.
him.
like Darius
crazy about
Garland. Didn't get to see much of Darius Garland, but
Hey, Vanderbilt?
yes.
He impressed. Shit.
Wow. Philadelphia taking PJ Washington.
Player I do like that probably won't go until the second round or might not even get drafted. I think Ethan Happ's going to be a good NBA player. Not an all-star, but a good NBA player.
Yeah,
Like a
it's
good
crazy that
starter
all
or
these.
a good bench player.
A good good career, a good 15-year career NBA player, like a Jared Dudley type.
Okay.
Like he'll get minutes.
Yeah, that's good. I can see that. I don't think he'll be like an all-star or anything.
No, absolutely not. But
He's
he's
a good player.
he's got a great basketball IQ. He's a little slow, but he's a winner.
We love winners.
We
Yeah.
do love winners on this podcast. That's why
Absolutely.
winners in the
3/4
the name.
of us.
We're winning. Yo, wow. Yo, the Magic. What the fuck?
They're up 16.
Yo,
Are you fucking me?
Nick Nurse is having a
Change
panic
it.
attack.
Magic and 6.
Yo, the Magic.
and did you notice I'm wearing a different shirt?
I did not notice. I was looking at it. I was like, oh, wow. That's a nice shirt.
I like that.
Oh, man.
So if you were drafting, who right now you have the top 3 picks in the draft, what order would you put them in?
Going to me first?
Yeah.
You can go first, yeah.
So Zion, Morant, RJ.
So
Morant,
every
2.
mock draft.
That is every mock draft.
I like it though. If I had to go, I'm gonna go RJ Barrett, Zion, J Morant, John Morant. Morant, comma Ja.
I would go RJ. Barrett, definitely number 1. Zion 2. Morant 3. I'll take Culver 4. I want to throw him in there because I'm a big fan of Jarrett Culver right now. Especially after his run in the tournament.
It's crazy that you say that because I have Barrett, Williamson, Jarrett Culver 3, Morant 4.
I was thinking Culver 3,
Culver 3.
but I don't know.
I think the top 10 in this draft is really good. I love Hachimura. I love Culver. My favorite prospect in the draft, though, is Keldon Johnson out of Kentucky. I love Keldon Johnson out of Kentucky. DeAndre Hunter is going to be an excellent, like, Luol Deng type player. I love DeAndre Hunter.
He wants it.
Hit that huge corner 3.
Two.
Onions!
2. He hit 2.
But the big one,
Ball.
to send the ball in
He
the
could be a Laker.
game into overtime. I like Nikhil Alexander, Virginia Tech. He torched Duke 3 times this year, but that's okay. Kobe White's good too. He's a great
they got
shooter.
the next taken Dylan Windler from Belmont? I like that.
Who's the next? Who are they using?
Oh,
Jordan Norm.
Yeah,
I don't think
that was the guy
Norm's
from
gonna
Belmont
go
that was balling out.
I don't think Norm's going to go.
6'8".
Yeah. Yo, he's balling out. He's a baller. I'll take that.
They've got Aubrey Dawkins, 60th in the draft. Cam Johnson, 32nd.
Aubrey Dawkins deserves a shot.
I would
I
take
agree.
Cam
Admiral
Johnson in the top
Schofield should
20.
be higher than that. Kai Bowman. Listen,
Kai Bowman.
teams should draft Kai
My
Bowman.
boy Kai
I'm sorry,
Bowman
Kai Bowman's
turned
good
down an
player.
offer to play defensive back at Alabama to play basketball at Boston College.
Yeah,
I hope he
what a-
makes it because
what a,
he could have been in the NFL by now.
He could have been.
Carson Edwards.
He would have been a big D-back too instead of a small guard like he
Yeah,
he
it's
would've
true.
been a big D-back.
Yeah.
Yeah. This draft's not bad. Brandon Clark, Gonzaga's a good player. Not high on Kevin Porter.
Where's Dean Wade?
Dean Wade.
I'll tie Jerome to Cleveland. Not gonna
Ty
help.
Jerome.
They need someone more.
Oh, Boston getting Tyler Hero. Yes,
I
please.
think
I'll
they
take
got
Tyler
Cam
Hero.
Reddish going to the Lakers in this one.
Cam's number 10. Cam is so interesting.
Hey man, if he shoots it the way
Cam
he
is
can,
such a. I feel like
LeBron will take him.
Cam's gonna like light up workouts, and he's just gonna like blow away like scouts and like GMs and stuff in workouts, and then he's
run
gonna
over people.
and yeah, because I feel like in a workout he'll just he just like will hit like 18 straight threes, and then he'll get to the league and like there are times on this year I was like, oh they'll be like Reddish for 3, and I'll be like I didn't even know you were on the court for like 8 minutes. It's like with Andrew Wiggins. That's my comparison for him. It's like Andrew Wiggins. You don't even know
He's
like
had a kind of a disappointing career.
yeah. You know what I mean?
He has for sure.
It's like Andrew Wiggins dunks or something. You're like, oh shit, Andrew Wiggins is on the court. Like, you didn't even know he was there, and he makes this dunk, but he'd been on the court the whole time.
Good enough to get 150 million though.
Yeah, that's facts.
Good for him.
What do you like? Who's your dark horse in this draft? Who do you like?
Well, I did say even half, but like realistically, I mean even half realistically. But then, what else do I like? I mean, I would have said Marcus Howard if he came out. He's going back now. Kai Bowman.
Oh, Kai Bowman. I think he should be drafted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Grant Williams.
Oh, that's
I
a
think he's
good
gonna
one.
stay.
Yeah, he might stay. But that's a good
I'm
one.
thinking that is a good one. I think he's. You could say Carson Edwards. You're talking about
Oh,
Marcus
Carson
Howard.
Edwards,
You could
yeah.
say Carson Edwards. They're like the same player.
Yeah. What did Carson? He got like 36 in the tournament or something like that.
He won most outstanding player of the region and didn't
Yeah,
even
and
make
they
Final
didn't even
Four,
win the region.
which
Yeah.
is nuts.
They
Usually
gave him
that's
that
like
game.
LeBron. That's like
They
LeBron
did.
numbers there.
Is Luke May coming out?
He's not going to get drafted.
I'm going with Luke May. He's a winner.
He won't get drafted.
He is a winner.
I love Luke May. I've been
He
watching
is a
Luke
winner.
May a long time, but he's.
I mean, I think Dylan Windler's a good.
Winner's
dark horse,
good. No,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I like
Windler's-
Dylan.
Out of Belmont.
Schofield. Admiral Schofield.
Schofield.
Great
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. Who else do they have?
Admiral Schofield. That is a great name.
I don't really like any of these guys.
It's like Captain Monoland.
He got paid.
Darius Baisley is like the number one player. Like he was the number one player until he took himself out of the
Oh,
race.
Taco Fall getting drafted to the
Taco,
Raptors?
Taco,
Taco Fall.
Taco. Brian Bowen, another one. He was the guy.
Of course.
Brian Bowen's the guy who started the Louisville scandal.
Oh, yeah.
He's very good though. He's
Yeah.
he's legit. Like he's a really good player.
All right, when we go into the WNBA draft.
Yeah,
That already happened.
So
That's another one.
I have already yeah.
Dude,
That's two.
You know how many people like
They do that draft like 2 days after the finals. Yo, you know who's looking good? Keanu Samuelson actually looked pretty cute in that draft.
That's wrong.
What? What do you mean is that wrong? She did. How is that
Based on
wrong?
talent, John.
Okay, but she got drafted like 4th overall and looked hot as hell in a red dress. That's all I'm saying.
can't
So
tell
you
you
thought
anything about the WNBA.
Brianna Stewart went number 2 because
Oh, come
she
on.
was.
No, I'm saying
she
Keanu
never
Samuelson.
looks cute.
I'm saying she just looked good.
Did she go
in the
number
draft.
2?
I have no idea.
She's usually wearing just a basketball uniform, so you can't really tell. But she was all dolled up in a red dress. She looked pretty cute. That's all
Yo,
I'm saying.
biggest disappointment in the WNBA, Kelsey Plum. Hasn't done anything.
Oh yeah.
I don't even care.
Yeah, I can't with the WNBA.
Yo, Sabrina,
It's nothing against,
Sabrina Ionescu's coming back to school though.
Oh,
You know.
Sabrina Ionescu.
oh that's
From
a-
Oh
Oregon?
yeah, she's good.
She's going
yeah,
back.
She's won the
She didn't come
Woodward
back.
Award.
Yeah, she won the Woodward Award.
Yeah,
and she's returning for her senior
really
year.
good. No, she's really good.
If you go to
should've
Washington,
went.
you're doomed. Markel Fultz, Kelsey Plum, so.
Isaiah Stewart.
That's Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Stewart's the next good player from
Oh,
going to Washington. Yeah. And it's amazing how many calls I got and texts I got after people are like, I know Williamson Barrett. Who's Ya? Who's Ya? That's what I got. Who's
Ya?
Ya
Ya.
Morant. And then they text me after the game. Yo, Morant's the #1 pick. It was just really funny. Morant, who was good in their game, their one win in the tournament. RJ Barrett's my guy. You know, and I love Culver.
Culver's gonna be good.
Culver's. He's
a winner.
He's so damn good.
Well, I mean, they didn't really win anything.
He's
They
so
win the
damn
Final
good.
Four though.
That's
they
winning.
won a region.
Yeah, that's winning.
That's winning.
I love DeAndre Hunter too. Those two guys went toe to toe in that game.
He could be a Laker. If he wants to be, he could be one.
Yeah.
I'll make a call. Get him drafted.
To who? You call him Plinka?
That's right. My boy. Let's go break here because we could have done it, I think.
What are you talking about?
You said we could have did
Yeah, you said we had
Yeah.
that.
You sound like the dead
It's
end
30
right now.
minutes already, too. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, in 55
Yeah, in a couple of
seconds it'll be.
My bad.
So here's, you know.
I have a comment to make
We can
Yeah.
get it out.
about Giannis.
What about Giannis?
I feel like the Bucks.
Wait,
was
which
like-
Giannis?
Good
Antetokounmpo?
one.
Yeah.
Okay, that one.
Yeah. I feel like the Bucks, like I don't know. Everybody saying, "Oh, the Bucks haven't won a playoff series yet." I feel like they're just gonna come out and just whoop the Pistons, like just whoop them. Like not. I think every game they're gonna win by like 20.
That'd be something. I'd be for that.
They're a good ass team.
Yeah, I mean they're so built. They're so well built around you.
Yeah.
Because
I think even if Giannis didn't play this series, they could probably still beat the Pistons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Danny
Yeah.
Ainge needs to just draft somebody that could like maybe they could just train him to try and guard Giannis.
All right, so for our celebration of Game of Thrones returning after a 2-year hiatus, we're going. Yeah, wow, I was right. It's a long
2
time.
years.
We're in a long ass time.
Yeah.
We have been we the people have been watching from a long time ago.
Started watching in 2015.
Crazy.
2014.
It's been a wild ride here. Our new
So yeah, in honor of Game of Thrones returning, we're going to compare NBA players to Game of Thrones characters.
I'm really excited about this segment.
Yeah,
I'm very
It's
excited.
gonna be a fun topic.
Not to stir away from this, just a quick thought. Do you think if we had the things that we eat and drink, like if we just freely sponsored them, they'd be like, oh, they're just sponsoring us for free. Maybe we'll give them money.
Yeah, baby.
think it's worth a shot.
Maybe we could try. I mean, like, only your friend John listens to our podcast. And also, he only listens, so he doesn't even watch it on YouTube.
That's good, John.
So, like, seeing our sponsor. All right, yeah, this episode is sponsored by Sprite. We're all drinking Sprite.
Dr. Pepper, Oreos, Game of
Yeah.
Thrones Oreos.
So, if anyone wants to sponsor us, sponsor us. Okay, so, Connor, You can lead it off.
I got a great one. And
All right.
the casual
Tell me.
the casual fan won't know this.
Tell me, baby.
Kobe Bryant is Arthur Dane.
Kobe Bryant is Arthur Dane.
Are we saying like we're gonna cast these people?
No,
Or-
no.
Who in the end, like Game of Thrones
like-
characters, as you know them, and you know
Kobe
the personality, you know the personalities and the skills
Sure,
of the
sure.
NBA guys. Like who would be who?
Okay.
I got Arthur Dane as Kobe
Kobe
Bryant. Do you like that?
Explain yourself.
Okay. Arthur Dane was the best damn swordsman. Kobe Bryant's like the best damn scorer I've ever seen. I just thought that Kobe Bryant, he's not in the league anymore. Arthur Dane's not alive anymore. I thought Kobe Bryant was a great comparison for Arthur Dane.
I don't even know who Arthur Dane is.
Exactly. That's why I said this is not directed towards the casual fan. And John actually just recently caught up on Game of Thrones. So John,
Yo, shout out John again.
shout out John. He's getting all the shout outs. John, please tell your Westchester friends to listen to our pod. We're desperate over here.
I quit my job for this, John.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, we're trying to monetize this.
Oh man. Yeah, that's my first one. I will go one for one.
All right. I have one, and I'm pretty proud of this one. Arya Stark is Becky Hammond.
Oh, okay.
For like a badass woman type
Yeah,
thing,
she's,
Becky
she's
Hammond
a
is the
badass
first.
woman who like knows her shit.
Okay, all right. I
Arya
do
Stark's
like that.
Becky Hammond.
Okay.
My character is going to be Steven Adams as the Mountain.
I would have said the Hound.
I
Yeah,
would
I
say
was
Brianna
thinking
Tarth.
I would
Steven
say
Adams.
Boban is the mountain.
We'll go with the Hound.
No, it's your
it's
pick.
yours.
It's your
You.
pick. I'm just
the Hound
saying.
is better.
I was thinking,
Wasn't
I was
that.
thinking Steven Adams as a. Actually, the Hound works. I was thinking
Hound.
Brianna Tarth
You know
though.
what I mean? That's a great one. If you said the
Just
Hound.
because Brianna's so strong.
The Mountain's like Zion
The Mountain.
or Embiid.
Yeah, I don't even know what the Mountain would be. Some
I was
freak.
just thinking of a big girly.
I give you the answer.
Glenn Davis.
Steph Curry's Jon Snow.
Is he?
Or Jamie Lannister. Let me tell you why he'd be Jamie Lannister. Kingslayer.
Yeah, he beat LeBron, and that one series they
I
were.
think that's
But I mean, he's the golden boy of the NBA,
No,
Steph
Kings-
Curry.
yeah, Jamie Lannister makes sense.
But I feel like Jon Snow, I don't know.
I'm stuck between whether or not T.J. McConnell or Ron Baker as Podrick. I don't know.
I kind of like that.
You know, I feel like T.J. McConnell because he's Ben Simmons' squire, basically.
I don't know if they're
So that means Ben Simmons is Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah, Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is Brienne of Tarth.
All right, who's got another one?
You got another
John
one.
and I both have a similar one. We both
Oh, yeah.
have Giannis.
Giannis is Jon Snow.
I could get behind that too. I was
Yeah.
going to say that. If not Curry, I'd say Giannis.
Yeah.
Because he's so damn likable.
Who else did I have? I had another one.
Need one for Tyrion.
Tyrion.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas. That's what I was thinking. This is like none of his fan like people want him around. They just keep like handing him off to different people.
My Arya Stark one was going to be Eric Bledsoe or Marcus Smart. Probably Marcus Smart if I had to pick.
For who?
For Arya Stark.
I could get behind that. I kind of like that. Just
They're
based
Becky
on.
Hammond also kind of
Yeah.
looks like Arya Stark. It's kinda, not really, but like she has brown hair.
Looks just like
Personality wise, like Kawhi looks like kind of like a psychopath, like under the thing. So I was gonna say Ramsey.
No, Kawhi is Shea, because Kawhi's not loyal.
Okay.
He's totally
Okay.
loyal.
Okay.
I got one. I'm gonna say Boban can play Hodor.
That is a great ability.
Boban just says Boban. That's it.
Bobby.
that's great.
Damn, I had a really good one this morning for Jorah Mormont. I can't think of what it was. I had like a really good one. I was really proud of it. I was probably more proud of it than my Arthur Dane pick with Kobe. Damn, I can't think of what it was. It'll come back to me. I feel like I had a good one for Theon too.
Kevin Durant.
Yes, Kevin Durant is Theon. Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Kevin Durant was Theon. That's right.
That one's easy.
Yeah, this is gonna get the ball rolling. Or you could have said Khal Drogo, Steven Adams.
Oh yeah, because they look
Yeah.
exactly alike.
That
Khal
would be
Drogo,
good.
Steven Adams. Rick Carlisle is Stannis Baratheon.
Greg Popovich is the Night King.
Ooh, I like that
That's a
one.
good one.
We're not even explaining why. We're just.
Yeah. I feel like
Samuel Tarley's like Glenn Davis. Just for no reason. Taco Fall because he's smart. Even though Taco's not in the league.
Yeah, Taco and Sam will tell you a little different.
I kind of want to look at.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Oh, what about LeBron?
Um,
LeBron, like, I don't know, like Tywin Lannister or something.
yeah, I was thinking
Oh,
Tywin.
that's a good one.
Ned Stark. Maybe not. I mean,
You could say
no.
Giannis. for-
Dwayne Wade.
No,
Dwayne Wade. Ned Stark.
Okay, Dirk. What about
Yeah.
Dirk? How about Dirk? Who would Dirk be?
Aegon Targaryen. I don't know.
Aegon.
Who would he be?
I don't know.
Nah, Jordan's Aegon.
Who's? Oh wait, this is the one I really liked. Joffrey is Matthew Dellavedova. just because Matthew Dellavedova is a little cunt.
I'm trying to think. All right, let's look at some minor characters. Roz.
Roz.
Alistair Thorne.
That was
Who's Ollie?
Ollie. No, Ollie.
Tyra Eulis.
You could say like someone who's just rotting is Devin Booker. Like someone who's rotting in an area they don't want to be in. It's just Devin
Yeah,
Booker.
Jon Snow on the wall.
Yeah. Who's Tormund? Brian Scalabrine.
James Harden. Okay, Brian
Scott
Scalabrine.
Scalabrine, right? The Red Mamba.
Matt Bonner.
Matt Bonner.
Matt Bonner.
That would work too.
Varys. Charlie Villanueva.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Zajudas Elgauskas.
Big Z.
Dudley.
Varys is Charlie Villanueva. That's actually so good. I bet Charlie Villanueva is probably a eunuch too.
He probably is.
Did we do the Hound?
That's cold.
We said Steven Adams, but
Then
you
we changed the couch
you
over.
could, yeah. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Damian Lillard could be like a Dario Naharis or something.
That's not bad.
Like a low key, like doesn't really say much, but is like really good at fighting.
Clay Thompson is Jorah Mormont. Just because, like,
I
That's
can't.
a good one.
because he's
Just to hang along.
yeah, he's just there.
Yeah, but I want like I don't know. I wanted to pick like I don't know. I had someone for Jorah. I'm really upset I can't think of it.
Kemba.
No,
I don't know what Kemba would be.
I can't even think of.
Bears.
Kyrie would be like Sansa, like complaining all the time.
It would be Rickon. Just someone who never leaves the bench.
Or someone who comes into the game for 2 seconds and just is absolutely awful.
Grayson Allen.
Luol Deng.
Grayson Allen.
Before the last 2 games.
Did you just say Luol Deng?
He has done nothing lately.
I love Luol Deng. That's a baller.
Talking about now, not the thing.
Brooke Lopez is like Littlefinger, because, like, he doesn't, I don't know. Because, like, he shoots threes.
Littlefinger is like Nick Young
Nick Young.
or Trishan Thompson.
That's a good one. I like that.
I feel like Jimmy Butler's like I don't know. I should have watched Game of Zones.
Game of Zones.
I should have watched Game of Zones before we did this.
I'll wait for
Send in comments to our game-winning turnover on Facebook.
Or our email, gamewinningturnover@gmail.com.
Yeah, send us who you think your characters would be. John, you're free to do that. We'll
Yeah,
share them on the podcast.
Tell your friends to send us some fan mail.
We get a lot, so we might not be able to go through all of it, but we'll try.
It's just flushing.
Yeah, we'll get back to you eventually.
If I'm telling you, I'm going to think of who I thought Jordan Mormont was.
I really don't think you are. You've been saying that for the past 10 minutes.
I'm really upset. I'm like really upset that I can't think of it.
James Harden is over at Martell.
I've kind of just been looking at this gorilla on the back of your computer kit.
It's not a gorilla. It's a chimpanzee.
Oh,
Actually, it's not a gorilla. It's
I've been looking at it.
It's Caesar for Planet of the
I
Apes.
know.
Come on, Edge.
Come on now.
Yeah.
It ain't but a gorilla, no?
He's not a gorilla.
Alright.
It's not his species.
An orangutan?
No. The orangutan was Maurice.
Okay. Alright.
Well, some sort of orangutan. I don't fucking know.
Raptors back in it.
You could say like,
Raptors, we can live stream this game. The Raptors are back in it.
yeah.
Yeah, except it's not going to be posted until like Tuesday.
So, how do we feel about Luke Walton?
You talking about Luke Walton?
Oh, he got hired by the Kings.
You could
I
say
think
like
it
Kobe.
was great.
Kobe. Not to bring this up
By the
again.
Lakers, let him
Kobe's
go.
like Kobe
think it was
is
great for
Rhaegar
the-
Targaryen and
So
Candace
what
Parker,
specifically didn't you like about Luke Walton?
and they make a baby. And it's
Terrible
Giannis.
rotation.
Okay.
It's just Giannis just fucking
He
dunking
doesn't
on
really call
everybody.
plays. Even before LeBron, he's not really good at calling plays. They never run any sets.
Okay.
They never run out of bounce plays.
I would love
They
to. I
always
would
just throw it into the guard, Lonzo, or whoever's playing point guard, and they just
listen.
start from there.
I
I
would
don't think he has
love
any creativity.
to have that young core. Love it. Those guys are legit. They're going to be a
real
good team.
coach would have
They're going to be a good team.
the Lakers.
No,
That's what we're talking about.
the King. I know, but I'm saying where he went because we're talking about how he went to the Kings.
Yeah, no, the Kings is a good situation. De'Aaron, Buddy,
Bagley,
Bagley.
Harry Giles, my guy.
6 and
Um, But Bogdanovich, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
He had a game winner against the Lakers.
Frank Mason,
Willie Cauley.
Willie Cauley. That's right, Willie Cauley.
Stop.
I hated Willie Cauley in college.
You're such a thug.
Hated him.
He's a thug.
Yeah.
No, Mike Scott's.
Yeah, he's
Mike
got
Scott.
the gun in the bed. No doubt about it.
Can't say that. Mike Scott listens to this podcast. You're getting shot.
I'm not scared of him.
I would be.
Pascal Siakam's going to win Most Improved. Although you can make a case for D'Lo, but I think, I feel like D'Lo. You could have said, I feel like I could have seen D'Lo do very well with the Nets, but Siakam, I feel like you just didn't see him coming.
Where they got drafted, One was the second,
Yeah.
one was the 20.
I feel like I also think
No, Siakam.
Oh.
26?
I thought you said was a second rounder. I was like, I don't know.
No.
Who are you talking about?
No, I know where he was picked.
Yeah.
I got Jonathan
Hey,
Isaac.
you got a shirt on right now.
I'm repping him.
Yeah, there you
How
go.
about it?
I got Jonathan Isaac winning Most Improved Player next year.
You do?
Yeah. I can see that.
That's just my take.
I don't see it.
I just got Jonathan Isaac winning the thing.
Needs a haircut.
Does he?
I'm gonna talk.
You're
Why doesn't
thinking of
he have a
Terrence
haircut?
Mann.
No, he could use one too. They
Damn.
both can.
Everyone's saying on this Celtics in 6, Celtics in 7. No one's picking. Oh, someone picked the Nets in 7.
There you go.
Charles Curtis. Shout out.
How can anybody pick any other than the Celtics at 4? It's really bothering me.
Oh yeah, you weren't here for that conversation.
Yeah,
I was
you were.
not.
Oh yeah, you were not here for that.
I was taking a phone call.
No, you were on the shitter.
Yeah, that's true.
On the shit.
You guys think the Warriors are going to make the finals?
Yeah.
Yes. That's what.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't say yes because I picked the Thunder to go to the finals like 3 podcasts ago, so I have to stick with the Thunder. But
I think
I think the Warriors.
I
are gonna
think
make the finals.
I can see it.
I think their biggest competition is whoever come out of the East, to be honest with you.
They have not played well against the Eastern Conference teams this year.
Yeah.
And I feel like all those teams outside of Philadelphia, I don't know, because Philadelphia, their 5 is good, but they don't really. I don't know. I feel like those 3, Giannis and the Raptors and the Celtics, could all hang with the Warriors.
Oh,
Especially the Raptors. Raptors.
I saw a stat the other day. The Sixers 5, when they're on the court together, they have the highest plus.
Yeah.
By far.
I read
they
that
kill
too.
every
Not
other team.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
no,
today.
they do. Yeah, they do. But yeah, I did read that as well. But it's a small sample size, and sample size is always an issue.
Damn it.
We always get a call from the
Got a
Pope,
serious phone call.
No, it's from Josh Peck.
Josh Peck.
Yeah, we're talking about Josh Peck.
Yeah, shout out Josh
Some
Peck,
clout.
Drake and Josh.
Kawhi.
Wow,
Your mom is very happy to talk to Josh Peck.
yes.
She
My
knows
mom's
him,
always
too.
very happy to talk to. Playoff Danny. Darn it. There's this guy that goes to my gym, Retro. Jimmy, I'm about to unfreeze my membership, by the way. So I'm going to be home early May, so.
Yeah.
We going tomorrow?
Remember, 0 to 60 challenge.
I think
Yeah, we're
he's
gonna,
trying to
Jimmy,
pick up a
Jimmy's
PA
gonna.
accent there.
60.
0 to 60 challenge?
Yeah, what is it?
I'll tell you a little bit.
Should we introduce Jimmy?
No.
We have a friend here, good friend of the program,
Jim Bob McNichol.
Jim Bob McBuckets. He is a walking bucket, for those of you. He's better than any player in the NBA.
We actually call him.
Talented
his
receiver.
his real name is actually Jim Bob.
Yeah, his name is Jim Bob.
We call him the red threat in football.
Big Bob.
He's the red threat.
He's, we were going to be a hockey podcast, and he was going to be running this podcast.
He was a three-sport star in high school.
Yeah.
But his senior year, he tore his both ACLs. So it's a sad story.
Rip
You
Harry
got
Giles.
Tommy John on both knees.
Yep.
Tommy John, both knees. They actually messed up his Tommy John surgery.
Yeah,
They put in the wrong elbow.
Ian Glenn, there's a guy who looks like Ian Glenn, actor who plays Jorah Mormont, that goes to our gym. And
I don't know about it.
it
Likes to finish better.
was a while ago. I saw him there. I haven't seen him there in a while, but it was a while ago.
Your father was
He's
unjustly
filming.
murdered.
That's why you haven't seen him.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, no, they're done filming now.
That's why you didn't see him. Like, he was filming during that time.
Aiden, I got to ask these two this question earlier. Giannis could also win Defensive Player of the Year this year. Is there anyone that in your mind of the past decade that can guard all 5 positions effectively the way that Giannis does?
I mean, prime LeBron is pretty
effectively.
close. I mean,
I think he would have done it effectively.
Ben Wallace is
That's-
the correct answer.
That's how Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace, what was he, 6'10"?
In my opinion,
How tall is Ben
it is Ben Wallace.
How tall is Ben Wallace?
Alright, okay, this is my answer actually. Ron Artest.
I disagree with you on that one.
I don't,
Effectively, to the high level that
I
Giannis
don't know
does.
if Ben
I think it was a
Wallace.
meta world peace actually.
I don't know
Not
if
Ron Artest.
Ben Wallace can guard point guards. Like, I mean, okay, Ben Wallace guarding anybody.
When I say
center,
effectively, I mean
forward,
like stay in front of guards and be able to
and just stay with
contest
centers.
bigs at the rim. And be able to guard, forwards, going to the basket and doing their whatever they do. Because Giannis does it with all those guys. He can guard 1 through 5.
Yeah, it's
very effective.
Well, the problem is it's about the height too. Because I mean, you
Yeah,
could be
and Giannis is what, 7 foot,
yeah,
6'11"?
because prime
6'11". Wow. Officially.
prime LeBron and prime Ron Artest are as good as defenders as you're gonna find. Like just
And
what they
prime
can do
Ben
for their
Wallace.
size. Yeah, and prime Ben Wallace, sure. But for their size, yeah. But like if they're not
Ben
7
Wallace.
feet tall. I mean, they're not. You're not gonna contest a dude
I'm a
without
big
fouling
Oxford
him.
Pistons fan.
I don't know. I think Giannis. Yeah. I mean, he's the.
But he's probably the best.
Giannis is like the best player in the world.
Yeah,
Facts.
but yes. No, that's true. But
Like, it's not LeBron anymore.
No, I don't think it is LeBron. But you have to see what he does in the playoffs.
Yeah,
They do
Kevin Durant's obviously
Yeah,
always
yeah. Like
still.
right, actually,
Well, Giannis is the most physically gifted player in the world, and you can't deny that.
he's definitely the most dominant player.
Right now he is,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, look at, I was telling Andrew earlier, that season with Shaq, and I'm not even ballparking these numbers either. I think these numbers are like legit. I think Shaq was like 22,
If you think it might be
22,
ballpark.
22, 12, and 3 points, rebounds, assists. And Giannis is 23, 13, and 5. And shooting a higher field goal percentage.
Pretty good.
Giannis is like 55 or 58 field goal, and Shaq's like 50.
Here's all I'll say about Giannis too. When he played the Celtics last year, he had a really good series.
He did. That whole team had a really
The
good
one
series.
thing about Giannis is he's gotten better as a shooter, but he's still not really not much of a threat. His teammates made up, it shouldn't be a problem. This is why I think the Bucks could win the East. But the defenses, they are gonna crowd paint. Like they're not. He won't get as easy of it. Even though he can dunk on everybody, he won't get the same type of looks going to the basket that he would in the regular season.
I think he will.
No,
He can create
people out of the
his own
But-
shot
but I-
easily.
It's not like he's-
Especially if you crowd the paint, you just dish
And
it
it's
out.
not like
either
he's Ben
Middleton
Simmons
or-
where he can't hit it from anywhere else besides 3 feet away.
I'm not saying he's as bad of a shooter as
He'll
Ben
hit it from a
Simmons.
foul
He's
line.
not like outside shots aren't his game, but I've seen him hit outside shots. I'm just saying he's going to be a little like Kevin Durant can it doesn't matter what kind of defense. It doesn't matter what kind of defense you throw at either player, but like if it's like crunch time and like they would rather the ball go out to an open shooter than Giannis like go in the paint. I mean, they can crowd the paint, whereas Kevin Durant can drill 3 in your face.
I'd rather shoot a 10-footer than a 30-footer to win the game any day.
I don't think they're going to be able to stop him.
I don't think so just because of the way the team is made up.
And
We're gonna make a
we're
pod.
employed now, in for 2 months.
No, I got a job. I start
Oh, yeah, you
Tuesday.
start Tuesday at both
We're
places.
gonna make a pod with just Ange and Aiden, and it's gonna be.
We're gonna do it with just me and Connor.
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah.
very
And just throwing out
very
arguments.
professional, and it'll be just you two, and it's just gonna be a fight.
Dula and I were actually talking about this
I
earlier.
would whoop his
We were talking about how
It
they-
would not even be
Not a physical fight, verbal. But yeah.
We were talking about before how if Ange and Aiden had a podcast about, they tried to keep it about basketball, they would somehow transition into the Yankees. And we were sitting on the couch. Dawn and I said this, we were outside shooting around. And we came inside and we were sitting on the couch and they were talking about Lonzo and the Lakers and stuff.
No, it's talking about Ben Simmons.
Oh, that's right. They were talking about Ben Simmons and how he's a loser.
He is a loser.
And
then somehow Gary Sanchez
somehow 5 minutes later we listened to them talking about Gary Sanchez and the Yankees, just as we had predicted, and it was a great time. But back to the talk about Giannis.
I love
Oh, you mean the greatest player in the world?
I think of all the Eastern Conference teams, I do think the Celtics have the best chance at them.
No,
I know,
Why?
I do.
Why?
Which team has the best chance?
the Raptors.
Why?
Because I like their starting five.
You like their starting five
I
of?
do. Green, Gasol, Siakam, Lowry, and Kawhi.
Okay, so why?
Bitch ass.
But
Yeah,
why do you like? Why do you like? Why
What
do
do
you
they
like
do
them?
especially well that you think will beat the Bucks?
Alright, well, Kawhi can get a shot anytime he wants. He's clutch.
So
he's
can
proven.
Kyrie. So can Kyrie.
You know who can too? Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker.
Is Kemba Walker in the
So
playoffs?
why would you pick
You see
the
it's yeah, because
Raptors?
they're
It's an acceptable
$90 million.
answer. A lot of people would say the Raptors. A lot of people have the Raptors coming out of the East.
The Raptors, I think, have the second best player in the East.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I
agree.
That, but.
I think it goes Giannis, Kawhi, Embiid, Kyrie, Kemba,
Kyrie.
Kemba.
Kemba is not better than Kyrie. Stop.
You have not been following this NBA season at all if you actually still think that.
He's not better than Kyrie.
Yes, he is.
I think
Connor's on the Kemba
I
train.
think Kemba might be a top 10 player in the league now.
Oh,
He might be
okay,
a
that's
top
a
10
better.
player.
Let's put the top 10 players in the league.
over here. I had a good answer.
I'm just spitballing here.
All right, hold on. Top 10 players.
All
in
right,
the league.
Giannis, Curry, Durant,
Ridiculous.
LeBron, and Anthony Davis are the top 5 players in the
Okay.
league.
Kawhi.
Harden. You didn't say Harden.
Harden. Get Anthony Davis. out of it.
Westbrook.
Anthony Davis, Westbrook,
Kawhi.
Paul George.
Kawhi.
Did I say Kawhi? Kawhi.
Kawhi.
Okay, maybe he's not top
Kemba
10.
Walker,
Yeah,
number
he's
10.
not. He's not.
Embiid.
He's still ahead of Kyrie though.
Embiid.
Clay.
Dame.
I would.
Dame.
I would not put Klay Thompson ahead of Kemba Walker.
Dame. Jokic.
Jokic. Yeah, okay. He can maybe crack the top 20, maybe 15, but
Either way, he's ahead of Kyrie.
he's not better than Kyrie, dude.
He is.
Have you watched
We
basketball at all
have
this
not
year?
watched this year.
Bro, I don't want to get into this argument.
But don't even go over your numbers because it took Kemba Walker 4 years to get to where he is, and now he works so hard he's better than Kyrie Irving. You can't
He's-
just compare career numbers.
At minimum, he's close to Kyrie Irving.
He's better than Kyrie Irving right now.
The only thing he's better
this
than,
season.
The only thing he's better at Kyrie Irving then is shooting threes. Statistically. Other than
And getting
that,
to the basket.
I don't think so.
Statistically, he was number 2 behind
They're in
Giannis.
DeMar
completely
DeRozan.
different situations. You can't even compare it.
You have not watched them.
Yeah,
I
you
have.
have not watched basketball.
I know
season.
Kemba Walker is legit. He should have made the starting All-Star team this year. I believe it. Maybe he's had a slightly better season than Kyrie this year. But
Did he
as a
start
player,
much better.
As a player, if I'm taking Kemba or Kyrie next year on a team, I'm taking Kyrie.
You're taking the guy who is ascending, not
Everybody's
descending.
taking Kyrie.
You gotta take
Taking
Kemba.
the guy that doesn't.
Kemba's getting better every single year.
I'm still stuck on who the top 20 players
Kyrie
in the league are.
reached
I'm still
his
trying to think of the top
plateau.
20 players in the league.
Kemba's like this. Kyrie's like this.
I'm seriously thinking about the top 20 players in the league right now.
Kemba Walker's top 20.
Giannis, Harden, LeBron.
I'm sorry.
Giannis, Harden, LeBron, Curry, Durant,
in the top 10?
Curry, Durant,
Go Durant, yeah.
Curry, Durant, Russ, Paul George,
You didn't
Anthony
say-
Davis, Dame,
Jokic.
Jokic, Embiid, DeMar DeRozan. Is he top 15 anymore?
I would put him that
I
high.
don't think he's top
No.
15 anymore.
Ben Simmons.
No.
No.
Where's D'Angelo Russell on that list?
He's not top.
Uh,
I don't know, man.
He barely makes
Well, he's been
the
playing
playoffs.
this year.
No, he's not.
So what about Oladipo?
Oh,
Top
That's
25.
tough. That's tough because he was hurt this year.
Let's see. Can we look at a list? Can we pull up a list of like a legit source?
I don't know, can we? Probably not because it's all subjective. So no matter what list.
No, I know. I just want a baseline. If I'm forgetting
They're
anything,
gonna have Kyrie like 3 or something.
best players in the NBA.
You just say because Kyrie's number 3 overall in the league.
Do we want Bleacher
Absolutely
Report?
not number 3 overall.
I guarantee you, this is why I know this. Even if the Celtics lose, Kyrie will do everything in his power to help the Celtics to win.
Kemba Walker did the same thing, but they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, because they're paying niggas $90 million.
I
Put
understand
Kemba in
that.
that situation.
I understand that Kemba never got a LeBron, but at
They
the same
gave
time,
him
I
the
don't
top
give a
100
fuck.
players.
Life's not fair.
Oh yeah, great argument. I don't give a fuck.
Well, hey, 'cause life's not.
That's a great argument. Yeah, at the same time, I don't give a fuck.
We already went.
That's a great
We
rebuttal.
already went through their numbers. We were in the same situation when Kyrie was with the Cavs. He didn't have much, and when Kemba is with the Hornets, he doesn't have much. Kyrie's numbers were always better than Kemba's. We went through this the last time.
I'm telling you, it took Kemba 4 years to get to where he is
guy
now.
that hit the biggest shot in NBA Finals.
You think if Kemba was in that situation, Kemba wouldn't have done that?
Anymore. We can't talk about that anymore for next year.
But he's still the same exact player he was when he hit the
No,
shot.
no,
I mean, Kemba is much better than he was last year, and the year before that, and the year before that.
Per Bleacher Report,
He gets you 60 games a year.
here are the
Kemba
top
played all 82
200
this
players.
year. 12,000 points, 800 more than Kyrie Irving.
Here are the top.
Franchise leader in scoring.
Here are the top 20 players in the league. Number 1, James Harden, Anthony Davis, LeBron, Giannis, Curry, Durant, Kawhi, Jokic at 8, Paul George 9, Kyrie 10,
Nah, get out of here with that.
Embiid 11.
What's this?
Gobert and Lillard tied for 12.
What-
Towns 13. That's gross.
Is this
Blake
based-
Griffin. Are they forgetting why is Russell Westbrook
Blake
16?
Griffin?
Jimmy Butler.
Blake Griffin had a really good year,
Kemba
though.
18.
Yeah, he did, but
Ben Simmons 19. Lowry 20.
Westbrook 16.
Wow.
That's
Westbrook.
Wow. Bradley Beal 21. Mike Conley, Drew
Bradley
Holiday.
Beal had a
Marcus
really good year,
Aldridge,
too.
Vucevic.
greatness is a choice.
just do it.
Who's that guy?
The greatness.
Victor Oladipo's 26th. Adams is
What's this
27.
based off?
Clay, Clint, it's just Bleacher
This is
Report.
all-
Draymond 30. DeMar DeRozan's
Draymond.
31. That's upsetting. Devin Booker,
So
Luca,
we agree this
Al
is not a
Horford.
great.
This is not a good
It's-
list.
Yeah, it's
I don't
not
like
a
this
great list.
I don't like this list at all. Okay.
I think any list you look at is probably going to have Kyrie around 10 to 12.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about heading into the future,
Damn it. All
I
right.
want
You're gonna want
Kemba.
Kemba.
The only argument I think you have for that, in my opinion, is injuries. Other than that, I
Did you see what Kemba did the last 2 months of the season?
Well, listen, but he's on a team where he gets.
Where he has to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Kyrie's
So
on a
put
team.
him on a team where he doesn't have to do
Kyrie
that.
has to worry about getting everybody their own their buckets. That's
But he
the
doesn't do
difference.
That's
He-
not
he
part of
tries
basketball
to
at all.
do
It's like,
that.
yeah, everyone needs their
But this
shots.
is what
This is
happens-
the NBA.
This is what I think has happened with the Celtics all year. They'll get into a little section of games where they play the way that Stevens wants them to play, where they're all buying into their roles and stuff. As soon as they go, as soon as they get into a rough stretch of games where it's they're going through turbulence in the season, they go away from that. Especially Kyrie starts taking stupid shots. But when they're on a roll, they're on a roll. They're playing the right way. You can attest to that. I've seen tons of stuff.
What I'm telling
Connor
you,
can attest to Kemba
what
too,
I'm
though.
telling you is, there's been times this year I'm watching Kyrie, and I'm like, dude, this guy's got to stop taking fucking shots down the stretch.
But he gets some.
And you will never say that about Kemba Walker.
But there's other times,
in the situation where he wins
but
games.
there's just as many, if not more
Yeah, so
times.
switch them, and Kemba will probably have a better season.
I do say that some
Hypothetical.
games, in games that they lose.
Everything you're saying is
No,
hypothetical.
it's not. I just outlined how
You said
Kyrie.
your argument was it's not my fucking fault that Kemba is not on a better team.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a terrible argument.
I'm comparing the realistic what happened. I just went over when Kyrie was on the team on the Cavs, where he's in the same exact role as Kemba. He's the offense. We looked at the numbers. He's better than Kemba in this, every
But
single
not
year.
this year.
Yeah, but
We're talking about going.
But
into-
Kemba gets better every single year. It took Kemba 4 years to develop, I'll admit that. But he is now better than Kyrie Irving. He's surpassed Kyrie Irving this year.
You may have an argument where he's very close to being as good as Kyrie Irving. He's not as good as Kyrie Irving.
How many career points does Kyrie Irving have?
I don't know off the top of my head.
11, about 11,300. How many career points does Kemba Walker have?
What? 12-3?
Over 12,000.
So I was pretty close. 12-3.
Yeah.
You want a medal?
Yeah. But he's not. If I guarantee, if you went to LeBron and you told him you want Kemba or Kyrie, he would take Kyrie.
He would take either of them.
No, he would take. But he
You have to
would.
go to a different player. You can't go to a guy who's like, who do you want? The guy that helped
Every-
you won a
everyone
championship, or
wants
some
Kemba.
guy you've never played with? Come on, man.
Google. That
There's some articles that say Kemba Walker.
But there's
way.
listen, there's a lot of games this year where I'm watching
I would say
Celtics.
Kyrie personally.
I'm watching.
After what I've seen on the past couple games,
Jimmy's making an appearance on the pod.
You know Kemba Walker scored 46 his last game.
there was a fluke. You see the defense? You see the defense and everything they're starting lineup in.
He's playing this team in the playoffs right now.
Jimmy, can you start watching basketball and gaining good knowledge of it?
He was white.
Jimmy, we could.
Fifth chair for Jimmy.
But I will say most of the time, like there was that stretch during, I think it was like
I would love
2/5 of the way through the year. It was like 2/5 of the way through the year, and I was like, dude, the Celtics have won like 6 of 10, and it's only because of Kyrie. Like nobody else was playing, and they're most of the time. Sometimes I'm like, Kyrie, why are you taking that stupid fucking shot? That pull up three, he takes off his screen, like with still 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
I mean, he'll take stupid shots, just
but
take stupid
then
shots.
most of the time I'm like, Kyrie's so goddamn good.
But there's literally nobody I want in the fourth quarter. Like I would rather have Kyrie taking shots in the fourth quarter at this point than freaking LeBron. Like he's ridiculous.
LeBron hasn't been great in the clutch.
Kyrie's very
Kyrie
clutch.
just hits clutch shots, and he hits hard clutch shots too.
Steph Curry hits clutch shots.
Not like Kyrie.
Just because I
Durant
picked
is-
Kyrie over
Durant is-
Kemba,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
I understand.
I'm not
like,
saying
I
Kemba
completely-
isn't
Kemba's
an
had a
all-star.
better year,
Yeah,
and
sure.
you know it's. But you know, as
That's a
You are a Celtics fan.
I would still rather have
And
Kyrie.
Kyrie went to Duke.
I would still rather. That is true. But I only got 11 games. I only got 11 games. I'm still okay with Kemba. You know what I mean? I'm still okay with Kemba.
But he has a connection to Duke players who go for 1 year. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
But I would still probably take Kyrie just. But I mean, Kemba. Like, if you said to me, you're gonna have Kemba Walker, I think.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
I'd be the same.
Kemba Walker.
I really like Kemba Walker.
Wouldn't that be cool if we could have like simulations like of Kyrie and then like what they do in the playoffs?
Put Kyrie on the Hornets.
and then insert
Put
Kemba
Kemba on the Celtics.
into the Celtics? I'd be okay with that. I don't know. It's a good argument.
Get Kemba LeBron, they win a
It's a
championship.
good argument.
So you think Kyrie would have led the Hornets to the playoffs?
I can't conclusively say that.
I don't know if anyone could.
I think at the very
The only reason they were in the consideration, in the race, was because of Kemba
at the very worst, they would have finished with
You
the
know
same
who
record
wouldn't have done
that
it?
would have had
LeBron.
Kemba.
I don't
They have the
LeBron
same
wouldn't have done
exact type of scoring capability. Like
Kemba Walker was better going to the basket this year. That is statistically facts. He was second behind Giannis.
Giannis.
Who's the most dominant player since Shaq?
Yeah.
That's my
Giannis.
guy Giannis. Gotta rep him.
Yeah, Giannis has had a historically good season, especially with the win shares.
Let me get a Giannis then.
That's absolutely nuts. Giannis is going to be the best player. Like, how do you imagine being Ben Simmons, where you're like,
Where you're banging Kendall
Where you're
Jenner.
like-
Yeah, but you're banging Kendall Jenner, so
yeah, who really is there?
He's winning.
but like you're Ben Simmons and you're like, wow, I'm playing with Embiid and Tobias Harris now,
Oh, that's right.
And I can't hit a shot.
and he's like, I'm going to dominate the Eastern Conference, and then just here comes Giannis, and he's like, shit, I'm going to have to deal with Giannis for my whole career.
I
He's
wonder
going
if
to
you
beat
could
my
find
ass.
Kendall's vagina from long distance.
Probably not.
What do you mean, Jesus?
It's a hard negative.
We're edgy.
Yeah, we're edgy.
We are edgy,
We're edgy.
yes.
Nobody listens to this fucking
Yeah.
thing anyway.
Yeah, this
That's
dumb
true.
fucking
But,
podcast.
except
that
for
we
you,
decided to
John.
do.
Yeah,
Shout out John.
John, seriously, get us more
You were a
viewers.
real
homie.
one.
John, get us more
John,
viewers.
we'll hire you as our marketing guy. We'll pay you 10 cents an hour.
John's hilarious, by the way. John's like
Yeah, does John want to be on the podcast?
straight. He lives in the heart
Oh,
of
Aiden
Philadelphia.
I got a book.
See you, dude.
Aiden's leaving the conversation. Jimmy, come sit in the chair,
Look at
Jimmy.
the show.
Jimmy,
was
come
a
sit in the
pleasure.
chair. I like. See, isn't this good when we just have like free
Yeah.
roaming? Like this is good.
Well, we could do a whole podcast about Kemba versus Kyrie.
Yeah, we could do a podcast.
Still think Kyrie's better.
Aiden,
All
have
right.
a wonderful day, Aiden.
Well, all right, welcome to the podcast. This is the new Aiden.
This is Jimmy
Much better
McDonald.
look.
Jimmy, we're also sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Jimmy just brought the thing. We're
Yeah, I
using
think so.
cups. No, it's okay.
It's actually a pretty long podcast. This is what you wanted, John.
Yeah, John wanted longer minutes, so
Well, every minute 60 seconds.
Did you
but we
forget
wanted
your
longer.
shoes?
Where's my shade? Did forget his shade.
Aiden just walked back. He walked upstairs to leave, and Aiden is about to walk outside without his
I was
shoes.
gonna walk outside. I was looking for my shade.
On the chair.
Walk that way without John's chair there. Okay.
See you,
Wow.
boys.
All right. Bye, Aiden. Aiden.
Good
never
luck
mind.
tonight.
Good luck at the show.
Yeah. Good luck.
The show's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Good luck.
Oh, you don't have
I
any
can't wait
rights?
to find you and tell you spoilers of Game of Thrones.
Yo, and I was saying.
What, Jimmy? What did you say?
Yeah, I was saying.
I'm trying to make the podcast funny. You guys are a little dry. No offense.
All right. So I think.
Related.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Hold on.
No, me and Aiden got heated. Well, I'll always get heated about Kemba
We're
versus
sponsored
Kyrie.
by Windows now too, huh?
Sponsored. Well, see, I cover all my things on here, so you can't tell.
Connor's
Oh, yeah,
right
Connor.
center of
Yeah,
that Windows
we're
logo.
sponsored by Windows.
All right,
We have a lot of sponsors today. What are you looking up, dude?
hold on. Ready? I'm going to ask you. Per odd shark. Never mind.
Who was sit on the Iron Throne or first to die?
Odds. Odds for who's going to sit on the Iron Throne.
I don't think anyone is.
Well, okay, I agree. I think the Iron Throne's going to be gone.
Yeah, they're just
I
gonna
think
destroy
the Iron
Throne.
Throne's going to be gone. All right, you guys ready for this? For these odds
Yeah.
here?
I kind of want you guys to spoil one thing.
Who's it?
for me.
Who do you think
Odds.
should be the first one to die?
Odds to first one to die this season?
Seriously.
Yara Greyjoy.
Me too. Yara and Theon.
Yara
Oh, they're
Greyjoy.
Same
both
time.
dead first episode.
Yara Greyjoy.
Not third.
Okay, here, if you had Game of Thrones odds, death odds here, I'm sorry, odds to sit on the Iron Throne at the end of the show, who do you think's number one?
Tyrion.
Tyrion, bro.
Daenerys.
2-1, Bran Stark.
Really? He's number one?
That's
That
terrible
would-
odds.
that would
It's
make
Bran
sense,
Stark
though,
is not
because
going to
he's
sit
a-
on the throne.
I would not take
He's
Bran
the
Stark.
three-eyed raven,
Next, Daenerys 3-1. Jon Snow
Oh, I was
7-2.
close. I was close.
Jon Snow 7-2.
Daenerys should be number one.
Sansa 9-2.
Oh.
This is a wild card here. Gendry 5-1.
Gendry is the rightful heir.
Arya Stark,
Yeah, 'cause his dad was-
Arya Stark, and the Night King are 8-1.
I think it would be cool if
Nice
Sansa
game.
did because like all the shit she went through in King's
I like
Landing.
Sansa to
if
be
she-
the
if she-
ruler.
yeah, if
I
she
would be
came back
totally
and was
okay
like-
with Sansa being
Not gonna happen unless Daenerys
Yeah, well, it
dies.
won't happen. I don't think there will be an Iron
Yeah,
Throne.
Bran Stark in every single.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
Jon Snow and her are gonna win. They're just gonna get rid of it and they're all gonna live happily ever after.
they're gonna have a baby.
Yeah,
Jon Snow and
I can't
Daenerys.
believe
It's
Bran
a
Stark
product of
is
incest.
favored to.
Not incest.
Baby's gonna come out. It's gonna be Giannis.
Daenerys is fine.
It's gonna be Giannis. I can't. Yeah, Bran
The series
Stark.
ends and George Martin wakes up and
Yeah,
it's
man,
like,
so
oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Here's the
Goes to his
Yeah,
Yeah,
computer.
they would.
Brand's minus 110.
Should watch the season 7 inch.
Wow.
I'll get there eventually.
Well, I guess everyone thinks Bran's gonna be on the Iron
Yeah,
Throne.
Cersei's plus 1200. Wow.
So
Any
she's
child of
dying.
Jon
She's
Snow.
dying. She's dying.
Any child.
You know
Who
who-
else is he gonna have
You
a
know who's
child
gonna
with?
kill her? You know
Why
who's
don't they
gonna
just
kill
say
her?
Arya.
child of?
Jamie. Jamie's gonna kill her.
Kill his sister?
No, Arya's gonna freaking get Jamie and use his face and then
Wait,
kill
can we
Cersei.
talk about theories? How we think it's gonna end?
He didn't get to that part yet.
Oh
Okay.
wait. What?
He just said to spoil it for him. Like,
I
5
want
seconds
to
ago.
spoil that. I want to spoil
Oh,
that.
that's right. We can't do what we think's gonna end because.
Why?
That's
I don't care.
I'll watch it.
That's it.
Jim, you better watch your mouth. With each little-
I don't know if this should be a separate segment now because we're not even talking about basketball anymore.
You might as well shut this.
Game-winning Targaryen.
I don't know. John might watch his Game of Thrones. He'd like to hear this.
Yeah, shout out John.
Only be there.
No, we might have some more. Can you check? Do you check how many viewers we have? Is that something we can do?
Dude, we don't have any viewers.
I watched episode 1 on Spotify.
I'll go on
Why
it.
did my man Siakam
Did you?
change his shoes?
No. The only viewers we ever have are us
And John.
and John.
You need to get some advertising.
Jimmy, I thought we were pretty good.
I thought you were gonna kick his ass.
We get heated every single podcast.
It's great. It's like Stephen A. and Max Kellerman.
Yeah.
It's good. Heated is good in these discussions.
His only insult to me ever is chunky or fat. That's not an insult, bro. We're talking facts here now. You're not gonna upset me. He gets upset when I call him stringy, but that's on him.
Fuck, what's the password?
Game
Oh,
of
your
turnover.
email, the
1, 2,
email
3.
password thing.
Alright, I got it.
Another phone call.
Send some weight to it.
How much time? Oh, shoot. Who's calling?
Pretty well.
And one.
Oh, that was a N1.
You want me to like restart something?
So Arya's definitely.
Actually, you know what? Angie's video has 47 views.
Are you
Your
serious?
most viewed video to date.
Why does that one only have one
Wow.
view?
Because no one fucking likes it.
Can we look on Spotify though? I feel like
Talking
Spotify.
about boys.
Episode 1 has 33 views.
Fat kid reacts to Odell Beckham trade.
Oh, I should have said fat kid, damn it. I didn't say fat kid.
What did you say, bald dude?
I said Giants fan.
Oh man, you made a mistake.
Yeah. We have 0 starts, 0 streams, and 0 listeners in the last 7 days. Next we haven't posted. Let's do all time. All time we have 34 starts,
Not bad.
23 streams, and 7 listeners.
Wow.
Where do
Pretty
7
good.
listeners come from?
What is start? I've listened to the pod.
Well, yeah, but it's per, like, I listen to it, but, so it could be us 4. I don't even know Ange listens to it.
No, I don't.
So I don't know what the 7, oh!
Oh.
What happened?
Red flag.
Imagine like we just
Freaking face to this podcast.
imagine we just start blowing up. It's like Jimmy's here now. And it's like, oh, that Jimmy kid's great.
Yeah.
Get rid of Aiden.
Yeah.
Can we do that
All right,
anyway?
we're good. So,
You need a guy like him.
if you want,
You need a guy like that guy. He would give us. Look at this.
can't see the screen. It's the old man punching them.
Do the do.
Yeah, it's the Mountain Dew commercial. The new Mountain Dew commercial. So Jimmy, thumbs up if you guys want Jimmy. You guy
Send us an email.
want.
At
Send us an email.
gmail.com.
That like
please,
button.
please tell your friends.
Subscribe.
We're desperate. We're all trying to get a lot of viewers so we can all quit what we're doing and start this as a career.
Once we get 10 subscribers,
That'd be
Andrew's
pretty
getting his chest waxed.
We had like our own studio and we
Yeah.
just walk in.
We all
do
get
a
10
podcast
million a
and
year.
leave,
We all beat
like
the shit out of
Stephen
Stephen A.
Yeah.
We just beat the shit out of
10
it.
So that
10
is a bit-
subscribers for AJ getting his
That's
chest
it.
waxed.
yeah.
Watch Game of Thrones. Enjoy the NBA playoffs. Sixers are not a good basketball team.
And the NHL playoffs.
Boston, go Celtics.
Go Nets.
Go Celtics, and Nets in the conference finals. See you in the conference finals.
Yeah, see you there.
See you in the conference finals.
Go Lakers.
Go Lakers.
Tiger.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Tiger.
Go
Oh yeah, the
Tiger.
Masters.
Tiger Woods.
Masters this weekend.
Tiger Woods. Tune into the Masters. Molinari. I know
He is currently
Molinari.
leading at the time of this recording.
Yeah.
Tiger side second.
Tiger Woods.
I had him. Couldn't bet him.
Okay, well this has been episode 5. Yep, we had 5 episodes. Not very consistent, but
Please
episode
tell your
5,
friends.
Money
We're
Zero,
desperate.
Yeah,
We're dying
John.
here.
We're talking to you, John.
Yeah,
Hang
John.
tight for the summer.
We have the
We're
same
coming.
name, John, so you better get more listeners, John.
Yeah, John.
John.
Yeah. Tell everybody.
All right.
Peace out. Bull City.
Bull City.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Bull City. Durham, North Carolina.
Oh,
Come on.
yeah, you knew that.
You didn't?
No.
I didn't either.
I was doing the lawnmowers for John too.